Good morning, Deborah. It's Dave Lynn with Beacon Graphics. I've got the file that Josh and Lee had brought up, and I've got my 24-inch Mamaki printer and 24-inch Graphtec flatbed cutter. This is the unit that you guys were interested in, just a lot smaller. So for the graphic that was sent, it exceeds the dimensions of the equipment that I have. So I know you guys have a 74-inch printer, and you were interested in the larger flatbed. So there would be no issue running this file with your equipment, but because we're in the office here, I think that's where it got convoluted, was we were sizing things down, and the file itself didn't have a clear defined, the vector lines were sized correctly. There's a big mask around the color data, which was not applying things exactly where they needed to go. So I think once we come there and train you on how to get the file optimized for this output, which is very simple, just a cut layer and a color layer, it would be much easier. So what I've done with this file is I've scaled it down to work with my equipment. It would be the exact same process and workflow with your equipment, obviously just scaled down a little bit because of the size. So just if you were to picture this going off of your Roland XJ, it would be the same output in the end. So what I've done is I've scaled it down to 20 inches by 20 inches to accommodate my machinery. I select everything, I go File, down to Cutting Master 2, which is a plugin that comes with the flatbed cutter. You can have Cut Plot, which is when you're ready to send it over, and here are registration marks, which will put marks on the outside of the image so you could register it between the print and the cut. So I just hit registration marks. It's the industry standard Graphtec Type 2 automatic. I hit OK, and that's it. At this point, what you guys would do is you would save the file as an EPS and send it over to VersaWorks to print. So it would print this data, and it would print the registration marks on the outside. I'm sending it over to a Mamaki, so it's a little bit of a different workflow. But let me fast forward. It goes into the RIP software. This is the Mamaki. It's the same process as VersaWorks, just a different look to it. I got my media width. I'm going to center it. I'm going to use the correct profile to print. I hit OK, and now I'm going to right click it, and I'm going to do an immediate print on my Mamaki cutter. And this will start going in a moment. It's already heating up, and it'll start to print. So I will continue the video once this is printed off the Mamaki. And there it goes. Alright, see you in a minute.